So for the high score thing that we're kicking off with today, personally, I have no experience with that. I got into I played Melee as a kid at friends' houses. I didn't own a GameCube of my own, so I would play multiplayer, but I didn't really experience any of the single player stuff as a young lad.
We got to change that. I feel like we got to take you to a TV and just have you play classic mode one time on easy.
This should be so fun.
On easy, on normal.
I think you can do it.
I've never beaten it.
I have faith in you. I've seen your Falcon. You got this.
Dude, it's the cherry on top of like the single player game. Like single player adventure mode, whatever, it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But then you get to play the shoot the targets game at the end. And it's like hell
so
yeah.
Sick.
It's a completely like they didn't have to go that hard on the single player in this game.
hard.
Like they went really hard for no reason.
Right.
Webs, I'm going to do a stream where I'm going to get you on, hopefully, if you're down.
Sure.
And we're going to play All-Star.
Oh, I have watched
mode.
people play All-Star at least.
But
So
you haven't played it
I'm
yourself?
No, I have never touched it.
All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna
You've done any of like
the
events?
Do a stream where we do it.
Yeah, like
The events are fun.
The events are
events
also
are
really
so
fun.
fun.
They're
I've
really
done a
fun.
couple of those, but you know.
Name one of them.
There's the one where Bowser's really big. There's the
Yeah, he's
large.
done it.
there
He's
you
done
go.
it. He's done it.
I've done that one.
You're a real Melee fan? Name 7 events right now.
Trouble King.
Yeah. The one where you unlock Young Link.
The one where you unlock Young Link. The one where you unlock Ganon.
There you go.
That one, dude, that one was... Because I didn't know Ganon was in the game.
That was sick.
And I was like, is that Ganon? I was like, oh. I lost that one the first time because I was so floored that Ganon was in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at that point, Sonic is not outside the realm of possibility too. To 12-year-old you.
Did you guys ever try that?
Sonic's in the
where you
game.
do the multi-man melee on the hardest mode and you have to beat that because that was the thing that they said you could
To get-
unlock
to get
Sonic
Sonic.
and Tails.
Oh yeah.
I tried. It was
Cruel
hard.
melee?
Cruel melee.
Cruel
Yeah, that's what it
melee?
was. Cruel melee. It's hard.
How good do you have to do at it?
I think it's like 20 or something like that.
Oh,
Maybe.
that's not easy.
No, it's not easy.
You
Especially
need real
before advanced
strats.
techniques.
Yeah.
I like it's like,
I was just like, how do I do this?
Yeah.
I like you're like, how many do you have to do? As if it's a real technique to unlock Sonic. It's like, I don't know, people on GameFAQs.com just made it up.
I love
man.
GameFAQs.
Yeah. The Muse under the truck.
That's what I was actually thinking of.
yeah.
Pokemon.
I have heard that one before.
I heard that one in the schoolyard, man.
That's how
Disney's
information used to spread.
Information used to spread in the schoolyard, bro. I remember I was on recess. I was in 4th grade, and one of the kids was saying, "Hey, you can actually get Mew though. Like you don't have to, because it was established that you could get Mew by going to the Nintendo events or whatever, or the Pokemon events." But they were like, "Yeah, you got to do this thing," and then the Mew's under the truck. I was like, "Oh, the Mew's under the truck," and then there was something with the SSN.
Yeah, the truck is like outside of SSN.
Truck is outside of the
it's
SSN,
like
the
over there
boat.
somewhere.
And I don't even know, like, because there weren't really even, I mean, we weren't on forums like that. So I almost
You
feel
just
like
believed it.
there's just a network of, but this is a rumor that every kid knew about. I just wonder how I guess it just completely organically, right?
Is the modern
word of mouth.
is the modern day equivalent like free V-Bucks scams on YouTube?
I guess so, but now everything is on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Nothing would ever spread purely via schoolyard word of mouth anymore.
Right.
It's a different time.
Now it'll be a TikTok video. Oh, unlock me!
All right, we got Ralph walking up the stairs. Ralph might be our first challenge. I feel like Ralph is going to be really good at this. Because
Yeah, I
Ralph's
can
just kind
see
of a
it.
gamer. And I
It's
feel
true.
like the more of a gamer you are, the better you're going to be. Damn, Ralph
It's gonna be
took
fun to
hella
see
long.
techniques develop over this too. You know, going first is probably a disadvantage, right? You can see what strategies do and don't work as far as.
Right.
Definitely want to mash. This is definitely a mashing type of game.
Oh, leveling up.
Important he initiates his visor here.
Oh, hang
before
on.
blast
Oh,
off.
There we go.
Oh, there we
Yes.
Both sides, of course.
go. So he
Yes.
knows about these. Ralph, it looks like he has the intel on how to activate.
Is that Mango Astronaut in the background?
That's actually one of the best parts about the set at this summit.
It's so
there's like little
good.
Easter eggs all around
around
the
the
venue.
venue.
Good.
Little
Yeah.
photos of,
Hey,
of players as
when you guys
astronauts.
are up there, so apparently those buttons, you press them, they actually do things.
Which buttons? Like
What?
the one on the right?
The ones
Really?
that are
The
labeled,
white one?
the ones that are labeled by letters.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. So I see B, I see
And
D.
yeah, and the one on the right as well, yeah.
What do they do?
I don't know.
Eject your opponent out of their seat.
They
Yeah.
play a
Right through
random
the ceiling.
Oh, here we go.
You meant mash.
His controller's not working?
Oh, no.
Not a good start. Not a good
See
start.
the rug port?
Rookie mistake.
You
Rookie
gotta
mistake.
be Ralph. You got to be port 1. Everyone knows that.
Oh.
But this is the game for those that haven't
Oh
seen
my
it.
God! This
Yeah.
is
This is
giving
ba-
me motion sickness.
Basi-
Oh!
Oh, here we go.
All right,
Okay,
yeah, just
that's-
skip through it.
he
Just
sped
skip
it
through
up.
it. Yeah, do it
I was
again.
like, dude, no way.
What if
But-
Wizzy just sits down in the setup and plays it like this?
And then does
Crushes
everything.
it.
and
He gets
gets it
190
all.
on 2 times speed.
Oh god.
So, Yeah, the max is 190. I always used to get 130.
Right. That's pretty good.
130.
That sounds good.
There's a moment late in the run where it kind of speeds up.
Here we go. Here we go. Not a bad start.
Missing a lot of the programmers here, Toph. Nice. Getting the design.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
okay,
getting 4 out of that cluster of 5 is not bad. Although he missed those 2 easy ones.
Soon there are going to be billboards he has to shoot as well.
That part is really easy. So
this is easy. 1, 2, 3. And then this. This is easy.
Hold the center.
Yeah. Oh, get the side.
Get the billboard. Get the billboard.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know
about the signs.
He lacks the critical information.
Tell him, chat.
Hey, my boy's about to be coming up.
Okay, he missed the 6th
voice there. Where's my boy Bill Trinan?
There he is.
You gotta get Bill Trinan.
Oh, that was a nice 3-piece.
Oh, he missed Koji Kondo, dude. That guy wrote the Mario theme.
Toph, that should be free. That should be free. Smash this.
Here you can just mash. Yeah, you can just have the cursor at the center and mash. This part's pretty easy.
Oh, this looks tough.
You should be able to get everything here.
And can we
okay, yeah, they're all pretty close to the center.
Can we appreciate
the center?
Can we appreciate the soundtrack too?
Yeah.
Does it always play the song, or is it random?
It's whichever character you beat the game with.
Get the
billboards.
Getting the signs.
Nice.
You gotta get all the billboards.
There you got that billboard.
Those are the freebies.
Yeah, and then there's a bunch of. This part's easy.
And we don't know his score until the end.
Oh, that was a little bit of a throw. Now you just hold down.
There's a few here.
You shoot all.
Game Freak.
Oh, wait, do you get another shot at some of these too? Because they're already tagged. Those
yeah,
billboards.
you could shoot them again. Yeah.
134.
Hey, not bad.
Right around Toph's number.
I feel like he. Yeah, 130 to me is that's like the baseline number for like this was not a bad run.
Yeah.
And I felt like that wasn't bad. I feel like he could have gone up too. There were some sections where he actually missed some easy ones.
You know, it's funny though. That's the sensitivity of that, like the aiming, is actually pretty crazy.
You
gotta have some good thumb control to aim precisely on
Definitely.
Does it like?
That's how I learned how to tilt. Playing that game.
Really? Oh yeah, because does it snap back to center?
Yeah, it does.
Thanks, Ralph.
I forgot how sensitive it was.
It's so sensitive.
But yeah, I guess there were some parts where like mashing and stuff helped. But it was like kind of a bit of a throwback. I don't remember the last time I did this, but it was probably when I was like around the 4th grade or something.
Hey,
nice job.
134 hits for your first try. No practice is not too bad.
It's not too bad.
Oh, that's good. Okay,
yeah, we'll see how the rest of the field does.
All right.
Someone might be practicing in a corner, but we hope not. They're all probably playing Melee. But good stuff, Ralph.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks. That was fun.
Set the benchmark, 134.
He set the
score
standard.
to beat.
The standard.
Yeah.
The gold standard.
We were talking to Pipsqueak earlier. He is considering playing on his box, which
That's
he thinks
a terrible idea.
which he said is going to be a terrible idea because he has to use his pinky to hit up, and it's just not an analog control.
Modifiers.
He wasn't thinking about it correctly, so I explained it to him, and I made him realize it's an even worse idea than he thought it was. He thought it was like in Star Fox, where like you hit up and the cursor goes up, and then it stays up, and then you bring it back. But like you realize, the cursor snaps back to the center. And what that means is, if you use the box, you can only shoot specific points on the screen.
You can't go like this over and over again.
Exactly. You can't. You can't go slightly to the right because there's only specific coordinates you can hit. So you can just imagine you could shoot all the way to the right or the middle,
Maximus,
and certain spots in between.
So I guess I'm up next. I don't know where Sensei's at, but I'm using a Goom Wave. I don't know how it's gonna mess up my aiming.
It'll probably help.
We'll see.
Help.
It might help. Yeah, I think it's probably pretty busted. But
yeah,
here we go.
It'll probably snap you right to the name. You'll be fine.
We need some notches for this. We need specific notches.
Dude,
Nez needs to get us some nice little notches to get these perfect angles.
Yeah.
What you were just saying about the specific coordinates that you can only go to on a box. I mean, theoretically, you could just program all of the potential coordinates and just like tap a symphony.
If you have
you need a box
with 45 keys on it.
Yeah.
So someone is building that as we speak, Webs.
Wait,
Coiled
that's
Over's
tight.
in the back
Wait,
room
that's
just cracking
tight.
one out.
Coiled Over is actually right now.
That is actually tight. Someone should do that.
Well, you can just use like a regular keyboard.
Hungry Box, how
that might not even be enough keys.
That might not be enough keys. Yeah.
Are you going to be playing the high score credits game, Hungry Box? Oh, that's a bummer.
Unless they put me in, and I didn't realize it. That seems to happen all the time.
It's really quick.
But I don't know. I won an event yesterday and I got nothing for it, so I don't know. Maybe I'm good.
Maybe you're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm good. He gave me a $100 gift card to Papa John's. But apart from that, I think I'm good.
You're super
hey,
good.
That's a lot of pizza.
That's pretty good.
That's a lot of pizza.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's a lot of pizza.
That's like 3 deluxe Supremes, I think.
That's right.
Before shipping and handling.
You sound like the real winner.
Shipping and handling.
Of course, you got to pay him to handle the pizza.
Do you mean delivery fee?
Delivery fee.
Shipping and handling. It is shipping and handling. That is what that is.
I ain't picking it up, Toad. I ain't picking it up.
It's the morning, man. It's the morning.
Of course.
All right, here we go. Axe. Good start, I think.
Yeah, not bad.
Actually, I feel like the crosshair precision from Axe, he's able to move it very tiny amounts.
Ooh, there's a 5-piece that comes up early there. That's pretty hard to nail all of them.
Oh, this is good. This is good accuracy, Toph.
Yeah, and he got
all those. Yeah, all those. Missed a couple out of those threes.
You can just mash that. I would have just mashed that. I don't know. Get the billboard. Get the billboard. He doesn't know.
Everyone forgets about that one because it's in Japanese. You don't even see it.
Nice. Got all 6 of those.
Steve Malpass.
Bill.
Don't
disrespect Bill. Did he nailed him again?
Yeah, he got Bill.
Yeah, all right, good.
Taro Bando, that's my guy.
Okay, wait. I'm definitely in this game.
Yeah, I was gonna say once
This is hype,
once
dude.
you remember how fun this is, you're gonna want to play.
Okay, I'll play.
Oh, he's crushing this sequence.
Were you good at this as a kid?
No, I got like 120, I think. So
Okay,
we'll see.
all right.
134
Ralph's
is the
got
number to beat,
134.
right?
Yeah,
That's the
tough.
bar. And Axe is doing really well on this run.
Yeah, I
getting
think
the signs.
he seems on pace to crack 134 right now for
see.
sure.
I think he's going to do better than 134.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
absolutely. This
150,
is
I
this
think.
is a 150
It's like a
pace.
145.
He's missed some names.
I'm calling
Dude, he's gonna skip the 140.
31.
He's skipping the 140.
Definitely
Oh, he's
way
got
higher
the
than
max.
No,
that.
it's higher than that. It's higher than that.
He even
What's
shot
the Mac?
again.
160?
190.
190.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, did I not say 145?
Pretty good.
Oh.
Did Webbs call it? Someone played
Nobody
the VOD.
heard me say
Did you
that.
say 145?
I did. I said 145.
I
go.
kind
Good
of thought
shit,
from the
Webbs.
beginning
Webbs is the goat.
his crosshair accuracy, or not even accuracy, but he had a really
All right, get up there, H-Box.
he wasn't troubled by the
Maybe.
sensitivity.
Talk to Mikey.
Yeah.
You know what that is? That's Pikachu skill, because like when they do the up B angles, you have to be able to hit angles really quickly, and I feel like his tilt precision, because he would move the crosshair like that much, like barely.
It's pretty sensitive.
It's
then, huh?
really
It's really
sensitive, yeah.
sensitive. This is
Really
why I'm saying the tall controller is optimal for this.
I think so.
Because
I think you're right.
you can so much more finely tilt with that thing.
Axe, how did you feel about that?
145.
Dude, my thumb hurts.
Oh,
Like,
you
that's
got
actually,
mashed.
I'm not used to jabbing for that long, you know? Like,
Oh, the
yeah,
mash.
yeah,
The mash.
usually
Pikachu
it's,
jab.
yeah, but the Goom Wave was good. I think it's pretty broken. Well, you know what kind of controller Hungrybox is using?
A
Not
Wario
sure.
controller.
Maybe a fob?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Probably a fob?
Yeah, we'll see how it is. But yeah, it's
Okay.
hard because you have to be like really precise.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because you don't
so
like
sensitive.
Yeah, you don't like press left to go left, right to go right. You have to actually you have to tilt the control stick in certain parts. I'm sure you guys already explained it. But yeah, we'll see how Hungrybox does. But I'm okay with my run. You know, I haven't done this in like forever.
Hey, you're number one.
No.
You're
I'm number one right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're the score to beat.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's having the same problem that
all
Ralph
right,
did.
same issue.
Is
Same
he
issue.
not in
Same
port?
issue.
Is he not in port one?
Hit
Toph?
start. I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah, we can't see the reports there.
Oh,
yeah,
there you go.
you're
Yeah,
right.
probably
Yeah,
hit
it's
port
hard.
4.
Yeah. Do a
Issue resolved.
mulligan. Mulligan.
Just run through it. I think there's a way you can skip through it, right?
Yeah.
He's pressing start and it seems to be freezing it, which is.
H-Box needs some help. I think it looks like he figured it out.
Oh, you can freeze it.
Hungrybox is in need of a major comeback here.
He's popping off over
Two
hits.
2 hits.
All right, H-Box is going to give it a try here.
Oh, do a 2-hit combo.
So if you said those buttons do things in the background, right?
They do.
I want to see an HBox implement those in his pop-off. Yeah, incorporate those in some manner.
Well, I was hoping that the buttons play Hungrybox pop-offs.
So he doesn't have to pop off. He just
They
calmly
generate
walks
little-
over and
Yeah,
taps it lightly.
They generate holograms.
He can save his voice for the weekend. Yeah, holograms appear and
Dude,
then they pop off for him
One
like a
hologram.
summon.
Dude, I would love that.
God, that's a sick idea. He should get somebody to build that for his stream setup.
Oh my god, it's just him doing various Fortnite dances.
Have you seen the H-Box controller where each of the buttons of the box just does a pop-off of H-Box?
Yeah,
It's incredible.
It's pretty
amazing.
gnarly.
Actually amazing.
Is that a real controller?
It's a real controller that was brought here at Summit.
Amsa, how do you feel? How do you feel about this game?
Yeah, this game is so fun, but I know it's pretty hard. All right, certainly. I only played it on the Japanese version, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's changed in the Hurtbox or something or not.
Probably the
think so.
Hurtbox is more
Yeah.
forgiving in English because the name is longer,
Yeah, true.
right?
Interesting.
So far, the best score is 145.
145.
And yeah, the max is 190.
I gotta say,
That's
H-Box doing
really-
pretty good.
Yeah, he's doing
Not too
solid.
bad. Yeah.
Hit the billboard. Ah, they don't know about
everyone
it.
knows. Everyone
Get
forgets.
Charles Martin. Oh, you gotta get Charles Martin.
This bird is heard.
You got hit Bando.
Oh, yeah.
Bando's coming up too.
There we go. Got the
Satomi,
6-piece.
get
That
these
6-piece
voice-
is
Ben
big.
Cullum, Bill Trinan,
Yeah,
Everybody's hitting
no
Bill.
Bill.
Everyone
Swan.
gets Bill
No one misses
Trinan.
I think you can
No
just
one
match
misses
for Bill.
Taro Bando. There he is.
Oh, got all of those. That's big.
Yeah, that's a good match.
Yep.
Oh, H-box.
Missed a couple there. This is big. This tunnel right here, you can hit all these.
You can hit all these.
It's
Yeah.
tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
You have to hit the tilts.
Yeah, I think actually we should miss the sign. Sign is just a bait.
It's a bait. You should
Yeah,
miss it.
yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We have so many names at the time.
Oh,
There's more names. Yeah.
I see.
Focus on just hitting the names.
Yeah, because
Don't
the signs are off to the side.
the sides are so satisfying to hit, though.
And
And they are bigger targets.
I also think that matching is not good sometimes.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you might miss one. Here you can match,
Yeah.
though. You can match for those.
Sometimes you want to time it.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Yeah.
Oh,
126.
126.
Great job, H-Box.
It's
Great
not
job.
bad.
Great
He's
job.
just shy of Ralph's.
Just
So,
shy of Ralph's.
Yeah, if he could clean it up a little bit, we could see him getting up there near the 145.
I think.
And you gotta wonder how much they'll improve if they are they gonna get another shot?
No, I think it's just one.
This is a one and
one
done
try.
Unless we have a tie.
One and done.
One and done.
Unless we have a tie.
True.
We might have to break a tie.
We could break the tie with. You ever do it where you hit start and then you try to get as many names as possible? That is mashing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a
We
true.
could tie break that way.
That's
Mash
just, that's
does.
just spray and
You
pray.
get like 30. You get like 30 if you hit start.
That's a PB.
Oh, there
Oh,
you go.
nice. There you
All right.
go.
Take it.
That's
We'll
a
take
PB,
that.
baby.
My
There you
highest
go.
score was 121.
Really?
So-
Oh, really?
Oh,
Nice.
Congrats.
I'm proud of myself.
Actual,
done.
actual
Well done.
PB.
Yep.
I thought that was a pretty decent run, to be honest with you. Ops is going up. Ops
Yeah.
might be good at this.
I can mash, but it's like the aiming, like the slight aim that's hard.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
Yeah.
The stuff that's just off center.
If I had the ColecoVision controller, I would have done pretty well.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, the curse controller.
That actually becomes the best controller for this event.
Would have been good.
The aiming feels like if there's tilts, but then there's like tilts on your tilts, and then
Yeah.
it multiply that.
I'm calling Amsa ties Ralph, but doesn't beat X, is my guess.
Okay, well, the highest score is 145 right now, set by Axe.
This is so cute. Look at the
Yeah,
Yoshi.
145 was a really good run. I didn't feel like Axe left that many easy ones on the table at all.
No.
Like, I feel like he could have pushed like 150, but... All right, let's see how Amsa does. Ooh,
Oh,
Amsa
oh,
with a
shit, never
good
mind.
My God,
start.
he's cooking. He's cooking.
Oh,
he's
not
mashing.
He's not
not
mashing.
mashing.
15,
He's not mashing.
18,
Yeah.
21.
Everything is
Oh.
aimed
Oh my
right here. Look at the
God.
aim.
What?
Oh,
Look at the
oh,
pace,
You
Toad.
see,
God.
you see the flick shot?
Oh my God.
No, he's on pace. He's
Oh.
on pace.
Crushing.
Here. He's on pace.
Oh,
Is there,
Oh
a,
my
No
God.
match.
is there a world record for this for like a human being?
And he says, for
Someone
go to
has gotten
sign.
them all.
Someone has perfected it
What?
within,
No shot.
within the last couple of years. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Only
God.
recently. He did miss one of the six-pack, though.
Bill Trennan.
Get Bill.
Nailed Bill.
Yeah, you got to get Bill.
There you go.
Oh my good. This is really good.
He is
Here
This
you
is
can mash.
impressive.
Here you can mash. Oh, he missed one there.
Okay.
Missed one there.
Just the one.
This one's hard.
Amsa
Let's
said
go.
he's,
How's the tunnel?
Yeah.
Amsa said the signs are actually a noob trap. He said he's not going for the signs.
Not
got
going
all.
for the signs. Yeah, you got almost all the ones in the tunnel. Missed one.
Oh,
at
this
the
is a
very
tough
beginning.
sequence, but he got a lot right there, too.
Oh, this is first place, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, this is like 150 at least.
He's skipping the sides.
I
Look at the
respect it, yeah.
signs.
Oh, pick that one up, though.
Yeah, because there's a little
he's got
break in the
time.
action.
He's got the timing.
Okay.
Oh,
No
nice.
mashing.
Okay.
No mashing.
Miss
And
Kenji
the aim
Miki.
low.
No
and
mash
then-
November.
And here you can mash. Yeah, here you just mash.
Look how
it.
he's holding the
Oh
controller,
my-
too.
And look at
151.
his mash. Oh,
Nintendo.
He smacked the
151.
shit out of Nintendo.
151.
152.
Oh my God.
God. Good call.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh, that looked so
All right.
practiced.
Holy
He
smokes.
cleared it.
The no mash strat.
Oh,
No
He
match
picked his
is the
spots.
meta.
intentionally not shooting the signs.
And then
Interesting.
and then really intentionally shooting the Nintendo
Dude,
sign.
he's like-
Really shooting the shit out of that one.
Nintendo
Wow.
sign got it.
Amsa's
my
Babe Ruth.
God.
He literally called his shot and played exactly how he said he was going to play.
Yep.
He didn't shoot the signs. He didn't mash. Nice job, Amsa. 152.
Thank you. Yeah,
Amazing
152 is not bad. Yeah.
No, it's really
Yeah,
not
I
bad.
know
Very
that
good.
this game's mashing is not good, and her box is pretty small than we sold, so we have to press it correct timing.
Okay.
Like a
Wow.
rhythm game, like Mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
you had the rhythm. That
Wow.
makes sense. Wow.
Have you,
Jesus.
Did you practice at all today or yesterday, or you just played this years ago?
Yeah, just years ago. But yeah, I just played like the adventure mode, simple mode a lot, so I have like experience. But I think I'm not playing the English version. So sometimes I feel a little bit weird, but yeah, it looks good.
Yes,
yeah,
you still-
yeah.
you
So
have
that's
the
why I already have some strats. So
Yeah, awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
the
got
no,
strats.
the no billboard strat, I
Yeah.
can see why. Because
Yeah.
there's so many names in that sequence
Yes.
at the end there.
Yeah.
And you nailed all of them instead. so
yeah.
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah, if you're task level, there you can pick the board, the sign at the same time, but it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
Well, didn't somebody recently do it without TAS?
Yeah, I
Someone
saw
got
it.
The Max.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
it
Shout out
is.
to we gotta find out that guy's name because shout outs to him.
So
Yeah.
what is your personal best? What's the best you've ever done?
I think today is one of the best.
Yeah?
I think my maximum number is like the 149 or 150.
Oh.
So today that's pretty good.
You got a PB? You got a PB
yeah,
today?
yeah, maybe.
Nice. Well done.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what JFlex does.
I mean, that's going to be hard to beat today. Amsa might have the winning score there.
152 is
really
a
good.
big number.
That's right.
I'm also excited for watching the Pipsqueak. Pipsqueak is joining this one.
Martin
later.
Zerate has the world record.
The box is also. Box is weird.
Box is really bad.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's really bad.
I'm so excited.
Pipsqueak is going to go up. I hope he uses the box for the memes, but I do not think he will get above 100.
It would be quite funny.
I'm not sure he'll get above 15.
I don't.
But yes, Martin Zerate, I believe, is the world record holder who got the max score in this without tool assisted anything. And here we go.
Here we go.
I think JFlex is into it here.
JFlex get into it.
Unless they're giving him a little warm-up run, which they may be doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a couple that was more of technical issues, actually, why they got multiple opportunities.
JFlex may just be remembering the rules a little bit.
Yeah,
remembering how to play.
Skip through it now.
All right.
This is a fun side event, though, man. I like this idea. Melee is full of these fun little extras that it really didn't need to have on top of the core game, but they just were really passionate about developing.
The one-player mode in Melee is
it's a really good one-player mode.
I
There's
spent so much time
replay
in
value.
it. I spent so much time in
The
it.
Brawl one is probably better with subspace and all that, but the Melee one is timeless as well.
Dude, you know what was always weird to me? People kind of dunked on subspace when it came out. Like, some people didn't like it.
Really?
And I didn't
loved
understand it. I
Subspace.
loved it. Yeah. I didn't even really like Brawl like that, and I loved it. I thought it was great.
The story mode was amazing.
Yeah. You play with your buddy. JFlex, I gotta say, dropping some easy ones.
Yeah.
But,
This is a good
It
streak.
can be tough off the bat. You know, sometimes it takes a little bit to get used to the tilt, so.
yeah. I mean, I don't know that I would be doing any
different?
better than this. Yeah. Again, I want to see someone shoot that little signboard just to do it. Getting Hikaru Midorikawa, that's the voice of Marth, also the voice of Ryuho in Scryed.
Wow, deep cut. Ooh, we do have a Bill Trinan miss, although he did pick up Koji.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see that.
David Wise also missed there, completely ignored.
All right, coming through the tunnel here. This is a section where you can expect to get most of them. Oh, no.
Boy. And if you're missing that many, that's tough.
I think the problem is JFlex is not mashing hard enough. If you're gonna mash, you gotta commit.
You gotta, you gotta
go Ludwig mode.
Yeah.
It's a long duration.
It is a long.
You need that
speed
10 inputs per
Axe was
second.
saying. That's what Axe was saying. Kenji Miki.
You know, if you mash hard too, it really makes it harder to focus on tilting and aiming.
True.
This looks like a delicate
Going
balancing
to the
act.
signs instead of going down below, so missed all 5 or 6 of those.
This looks like a 95 banger Vish.
108.
Okay.
Did crack triple digits.
Not so hot.
Love to see everybody in triple digits so far.
But Hikaru Midorikawa, also the voice of Hiro Yui in Gundam Wing.
Oh.
Just wanna be communication. You know that show? Gundam Wing. You didn't
I
see
know Gundam Wing, but I just don't know that song.
Okay, well, love Gundam Wing.
Tough
108.
about to play some anime music quiz out here on the Summer Catch.
That's right.
That's actually not a bad side of it.
That would be fun.
That would be
I think
fun.
Chad would like that.
The only problem is I think a lot of licensing issues. Almost.
Good point. Yeah.
JFlex, so if you could talk into the mic here, when was the last time you played that little bonus game?
Probably like 2005.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
I said to myself, I wish I had a turbo button.
Yeah. So you can just focus on the aiming instead then.
much,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun though.
Cool. Thanks for participating.
Oh,
man.
here we go.
I've never played this on this,
Oh,
and
no.
Oh, God.
I also
boy.
don't have a turbo button. I just want to point that in order to shoot and press up, I have to hold my pinky and do this.
Okay.
Is that?
It's not going to be very
Well,
good.
shooting is A.
You got this, man.
Yeah, and that this is A. This here
Oh,
is A.
that's weird.
But this is up. So this is how I had to do it.
Jesus.
Can we give Pipsqueak an assist, like someone with him just mashing A on the side?
No, I want
He
to
needs
see
a
how
foot
he does.
pedal. He needs a foot
Yeah,
pedal.
can we
for the
get
mash.
Pipsqueak a foot pedal? Can we get a foot pedal out here?
Dude, imagine that could be like a real strat for like box players. That could be something they could hook up. You know?
What's the limit, right?
Well,
can
you know
just
the
use
best-
you can use everything. You can use your whole body.
And you could put, I mean, you could in theory. Yeah, and you know, there's a player actually who might already be very experienced at that sort of gameplay, because none actually I've seen his.
Oh, He's getting good with the foot pedals.
He's really good with the foot pedals.
You're not
you ever
wrong.
wonder how he toggles the camera view instantly like that?
While comboing?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how he does it.
He has foot
that's how he
pedals.
does it.
Boy.
No, definitely.
Now imagine you map that to the B button or something. Yeah. All of a sudden.
Then when he gets stomp knee on Piss Gulper.
Okay.
69.
Piss Gulper, dude. We're giving him a little warm up run. Actually, that actually didn't look so bad.
They all get a little warm up.
That didn't look so bad.
I think the intro is going to actually tell us a lot about how Pip's going to perform because there's a lot of multi ones that come out
right
the beginning.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it says start now.
He just has to find which modifiers he wants to go with and then kind of hope the targets veer into that direction.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, no.
Okay, tough start.
All right.
So you'll notice that the cursor only goes to select spots on the screen.
Look at it hop around.
It just instantly goes there. That's crazy.
So
yeah, that's
he
funny.
just has to figure out which ones he even
there
can
you go. Yeah,
shoot.
there you go.
All right.
Nice.
Picks up a bunch with the mash there.
Just don't miss Bill Trennan. Whatever you do.
Please.
Whatever
I think
you
you can
do.
hold center and hit Bill, so.
Oh, no.
Oh, got two from the six-pack.
Okay. Got the voice of Young Link right there.
Bill.
Oh! I think the first person to miss Bill is Pip.
Second in a row.
I think J-Flex
also.
J-Flex also.
Now,
Yeah,
this part you
skip.
could just mash and have your cursor at the middle. Okay, so I'm expecting to pick some up in the tunnel because a lot of these touch the center.
There you go. Yep.
Got a couple?
I got a
He's
couple.
just mashing.
He's doing way better than I thought.
The strat might be
better
just
than I
staying in the
thought.
center and mashing.
I'm thinking if he hits
There's so many that just come right in the
70.
center.
If he hits
A lot of
70,
them
it's a
touch
good
the center.
run.
I don't know if he's going to hit 70. Oh, he
Yeah,
missed
I
the
don't
signboard.
know. Yeah,
I
he's missing a lot at the end here. I was thinking maybe on a mash he
I
might
think
pick up
this
a
is
bunch.
This
but
is a solid 40 bomb.
Yeah, this is a 40
that
bomb.
sounds. He's got all the time in the world to hit these.
Nothing.
Nothing. Gotta
get
Okay, I got them both.
Shout out to HAL Laboratories.
I gotta say,
Oh,
63. Better than you thought. Better than you
Better than I
thought.
thought.
Picked it up.
I gotta say, missing the names at the bottom there is tough. You definitely
63,
can't
baby.
just hold your cursor all the way at the bottom of the screen and just mash A. So he probably might not have even seen those.
They are sort of obscured.
They are, yeah.
Yeah, a
They're
little
riding.
bit.
They're riding the floor.
At least got the
Sneakily.
billboards at the end. Can't miss those.
Can't miss those.
That's funny when he was trying to. He just couldn't.
Yeah,
He's just gotta wait. 63. How do you feel about that?
That was pretty good.
I did better than expected. However, I completely forgot that if I press up and then press down, it stops pressing up, which quickly made it very hard to remember that I have to let go of buttons in order to press like the directions I want to.
So not only are you using an alternate controller, but you have to change your muscle memory
Yes.
again for this alternate controller.
Yeah, and I also looked, and all my modifiers go too far at the edge of the screen, so I really couldn't like hit anything. I'll be completely honest. I think if you hire me as a sharpshooter, I would not do a very good job. I should not be piloting any spacecraft, and
At least not with the box.
Yeah.
you
Not
belong
with
in
the
the
box.
command center with all
I
those
don't
buttons.
think I do much better on a GameCube controller right
Well,
now.
this is why for FPS games, it's controller versus mouse and keyboard.
Not
Right.
just a
Not
keyboard.
just the
Not
keyboard.
keyboard and keyboard.
Not
Yeah.
keyboard and keyboard.
That is a great point, Toph.
Keyboard and keyboard is my favorite, but I'm proud. I'm representing a very a very small niche target audience that enjoys this game on box controllers. Cool. All
right,
Well,
all right.
see you later.
Ooh, wait, Prophet's kind of cooking right now.
Whoa.
Oh, he's on a streak. He's on a streak. No billboard, of course. No one hits that billboard.
Guess not.
All six. Get the
Oh,
six
my
pack.
goodness.
You got all day
Nice.
to do it, and he's done it.
Yes, dude.
Steve Malpass, Bill Trennan,
Oh,
Bill
another,
Gates skipped
another
on.
Bill Skipper.
David Wise.
You got Koji and Bill Wise, so trying to make up for it.
Okay, the tunnel.
Tunnel.
This part's dope.
This part.
Yeah, this is. I feel like
This is when you go into the warp zone in Star Fox 64. Like
Oh,
I
the
love
bonus,
that
the
game.
bonus
That is what
zone.
that
I
whatever it
love
is.
Star Fox 64. That's one of
That
my
is what that
all-timers,
is.
man. I love that game.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Build
oh,
up.
picked up both. Oh my God!
Bill?
Wait, he got all those billboards and a significant amount of the names at the same time.
That might have
too.
been worth it, yeah.
Yeah.
He might be kind of.
This is pretty good.
This is gonna be
This
close.
looks like 130 pace at least.
This is gonna be close.
Absolutely
I
130.
think we're looking at 140-ish. Could be even up closer. Maybe pressing that 152. That's the number to beat. 146.
Beating Axe, though. We got a new second placer in the building.
Okay.
Because Axe had 145.
You're right. Yeah.
Wow, that was an amazing run.
That was very strong.
So number one is still Amsa at 152.
Yep.
And then this is number 2.
That is hard to beat.
Number 3
152.
And I feel
so
like
good.
I feel like Amsa came with some new strategies, right? He wasn't mashing. He was intentionally forgoing names. I feel like that was more of a raw run. That was amazing.
At the beginning, I didn't press B on my fob. So it was a move. So I was like, wait, why? And so I missed like 2 at the beginning because I couldn't move. I couldn't move my stick, and I was like, wait, what? Yeah.
You're only 6 off first place.
Really?
Yeah.
You got to get the fob update where you don't have to press B anymore.
Yeah,
the new version, you don't have to. You talk to Eric about it.
But yeah, no, I don't know why it's that hard. I don't know what the game developers were thinking when they made it that hard.
Isn't that just emblematic of the whole game?
Like, there's no way a playtester played it and we're like, oh wait, this is doable. Someone's gonna do this.
Someone actually did it just a few years ago.
Yep, one person in the whole of the Melee history.
In 2022,
it's kind of nice.
That guy's a gamer though.
After months of grinding.
Yeah, I think maybe I would have probably got like 2 more points if I could move at the beginning. But it was so fun.
Could have been the difference maker.
Well, you got second place. You beat Axe.
So far, yes.
Pip got 63.
That's better than we thought.
So we got Sunsei up now.
The last person here, I believe.
That's right.
For this competition.
I want to see somebody shoot that first billboard at the bottom.
Yeah, he's our last chance. Sunsei, please.
Yeah.
Someone has to have heard us talking about it.
Oh, there's some easy ones there, I feel like.
Yeah, he's had a few that he's dropped in the beginning. And the wait, did he get hit at the end, I think? Almost incidentally?
I know what you're... I don't think so.
Not quite. Not quite.
Got all the voice actors, though.
That's good.
All right. Oh, but missing some of the American localization team.
Ben Callum completely ignored there, too.
Yeah, hate to see it. Got David Wise, though, music composition on Duck on Country.
Decent mash, only missed 1 off that big streak. And tunnel time.
Oh, please get my man Ken Sugimori, you know what I'm saying?
Boy, this is a tough tunnel.
Oof.
Missed a bunch in there.
Thanks for looking so good to the tunnel.
Special thanks. No one's getting thanked here.
No one's getting thanked. Wilco Labs, Roger Wilco.
Okay.
Dude, this part at the end
Dolphin
is pretty tough. Like, a lot of stuff is near the center, but it's all coming from these different angles, and they change direction.
There's a slight tilt you want to hit, and then you can mash.
And you can just hit a bunch of them.
The tiniest tilt.
Toph's got the strats.
Toph needs to do Thug Finals up there in a minute.
Yeah, for real.
No, I don't think I'm that good anymore.
Shouts to HAL
Yeah, but you have the
Laboratories.
advantage of having watched it 8 times over just now. So using the knowledge you've accumulated over the last half hour, I feel like you could put up a big number potentially.
Dude, I almost want to practice this like on stream or something.
I feel like it'd be a good stream game, actually.
I feel like this would be a fun stream game, yeah.
Maybe it's something you just wind down your streams with, end of the... put a half hour, 45 minutes into grinding the target.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
The credit sequence.
Wow.
I didn't actually see what did he get?
110.
110?
110. Not,
better than I thought.
All right.
That feels like such a bastardized use of a fob. I got to say, you plug it in, you're like, this is the future of controllers right here, and I'm using it to miss every goddamn target on the screen.
When was the last time you played that mini?
I plugged it in. I was watching Prof do it, and I was like, yeah, that looks kind of easy, man. I don't remember it looking that easy. And then I plug in and I started. I was like, oh, God, like it's not easy at all. The stick, like you move it like a little bit, and it's just immediately gone. So,
yeah.
It's been years.
Webbs was saying he didn't really play much single player as a kid. He only played at friends' houses.
Yeah.
Were you the same, or did you have the game as a kid?
I didn't have the game as a kid. I was a Smash 64 like just forever until Brawl came out.
Same.
Until Brawl came out, I was just Smash 64. So like people would come over and like, yeah, brothers friends would bring over Melee or something.
Exactly.
That would be my way in. Yeah, I didn't touch Melee again for years.
You think that was your personal best, or what do you usually do from what you
That's got to be a PB, but I can't say it's something I do on the weekends.
PB's a PB.
Yeah, PB's PB, baby.
Yeah.
Is that it? That's everybody now?
That's it.
That's everybody.
I think you rounded us out.
Who gets the dub?
Amsa.
Looking like
Amsa?
Amsa with 152.
Those 6 a.m. grind sessions, dude.
Amsa, I gotta say, the one player coming in who clearly had strats.
He did.
Like, he was intentionally skipping certain targets that he felt like were noob traps because he was like, there's so many names on this part of the screen. You don't want to shoot here because you're just gonna miss more.
Also with the no mashing.
No mashing.
Or mashing only in specific spots.
Right.
I feel like
Intentionally timing every shot.
Professor Pro actually felt like came into it with the most talent. Because
I agree.
146 just off of like the raw talent there is amazing.
146 with no particular strategies, just kind of doing the damn thing, you know.
And he actually was talking about how he missed the first few seconds too because he didn't press B.
Could have gotten a few more. Could have gotten a few more.
That number up
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was like an arcade style shooter. I was about to hold A down, and I started I held A down. I was like, "Oh, is my fob on? Is it not working? Is this thing on?" And then I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta."
Yep.
Yeah.
You gotta mash it.
Yeah.
Or time it. Congratulations to our champ Amsa, who I don't know, just felt like slightly a cut above the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Here's some highlights from the runs here.
Play. Ralph did pretty well.
Ralph did great on that little set. Oh, these are actually going to be highlights.
Yeah, we're looking for the real highlights here.
Actually, this is the Bill Trinan highlight reel. We're seeing who does and doesn't shoot Bill Trinan's name. Here we
Shout out
go.
to production.
And suddenly, and there's going to be a...
Picked it up right at the end there.
J-Flex.
The slow-mo.
Pipsqueak.
No.
No. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
I mean, Prof.
Oh.
Feeling 52 for
This was a nutty run. A nutty run.
Oh, the pop-up. I missed that.
I mean, 152 is incredibly good.
Yeah.
That was Amsa's PB, he said. I think he beat his previous best by like 4 or something.
A lot of PBs today.
To show up the morning of and just hit a PB on the biggest stage.
First try.
In front of thousands.
Clutch.
It's kind of badass, Toad.
Yeah. Kind of badass.
It's like going to GSA and PBing or getting a world record in your game.
Right.
Shout out to Cheese.
Shout out to Cheese.
Did that.
He did that.
That was what I was thinking.
There's a big speedrunning event, I think, happening this weekend. There's another live speedrunning event. So shout outs to all the esports around the world, Toad.
That's tight.
We love to see it.
That's tight. Very cool. Very cool stuff. Congratulations to AMSA, Professor Pro, and Axe in that order for first, second, and third.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
And of course, that's going to translate directly to our bracket results, so they have a big boost now in my predictions.
Give them at least some confidence, right?
Hey, AMSA also 1.5, so AMSA's kind of taking some W's.
He's on a streak
so far.
lately between
Taking
Big
some
House.
W's.
He's a gamer, man.
What was the Optic event that he won too?
Off-season.
Off-season, Summit 0.5, and then now this.
Yeah. The biggest of them all.
The biggest of them all. Put that on the resume. Put that on the resume.
Dude, what if we just, like, next year we should do Subspace? That'd be kind of tight, huh?
Dude.
I'd be down. I love
down.
Or
Subspace
Target
Emissary.
Test?
Ooh.
Like, Melee has so much built in. That's just
Yeah.
actually so good.
I think
Target
there are some
Test,
players
dude.
who are good at Target Test too, right? I think
Amsa is.
Yeah. Jeez,
You know what I
he's just
thought
good
about
at
the other
everything.
day was the volleyball mod. Did anyone ever run a tournament for that? Like at
Yeah,
Summit or
there was a
anything?
tournament.
Okay. Yeah.
That one guy was nasty. Also, Falco was completely broken.
Falco was broken.
Yeah.
Sheik was good.
Those
yeah.
lasting hitboxes.
Sheik was, but Falco was like SSS.
He would just
tier.
spike the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Falco was so broken in that mode. I actually think they started running. I don't. Maybe I'm making this up, but I feel like there were at least talks of like we should ban Falco in this mode for tournament play. For tournament
So
play.
if that's scrub mentality, dude.
Oh,
in volleyball, anything goes.
anything goes, dude.
Skill issue.
Skill issue.
It's the phrase of the weekend.
Dude, an adventure mode speedrun could be good too. That's something that people actually actively run, like in the speedrunning community.
Mm-hmm.
But that's enough for side events for now, man. We actually have to get into the meat of our singles group stage.
Group A.
Group A.
Group A, man.
Group A.
And we were looking over some of the pools earlier. They really are all pools of death. But check out the format here. We're going to have 4 groups of 4 players in a round robin where all players advance, but your placing determines your seed. The first place will advance directly to the final bracket in winners. Second place advances to the second round. And third and fourth place advance to the first round of the bracket.
If you have watched any of our recent summits, this is the same format they've been running for the last few.
Yeah, both Melee and Ultimate Summit, they use the same format.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's, we had a lot of changes over the formats over the years, and I think they've landed on a really nice one. This one, they do a good job of trying to avoid collusion. When you might want to throw matches in your group pool to try to, they obscure that as much as they can from the players with the way that they seed into Gauntlet. So
yeah, they won't know who they're going to be playing
Exactly.
going into the Gauntlet, so there's no way for them to do that kind of thing.
Gauntlet matches are for seeding, but also for winners and losers bracket. But yeah, like it says, all players do advance ultimately to that final bracket, which basically means,
it all comes down to the final stage here.
the final stage, the double elimination bracket.
Which is your double elimination bracket. 8 players in the winner's side, 8 players in the loser's side. That's going to be on Sunday.
You never want to
closing the
start in
whole thing
losers. And, I think something that we've realized at more recent tournaments in particular, like, people looking at like AMSA's run at Big House, staying in winners is so important.
Totally.
When the field is this stacked, the earlier you go to losers, the more likely you are to run into one of your bracket demons.
And also, you just have to play more matches, right?
Exactly.
So you just have to play more top-level players when
Yeah.
you're in losers. So you could win the tournament from winners and have 2 or 3 sets less if you just happen to do it that way. So it's a big deal.
It's been
a huge deal.
it's been a while since we've seen those crazy Mango losers runs. They happen, but I think they're a little bit more infrequent nowadays.
Definitely. I feel like it's much more because it's so dense at the top level of play now that it's just unrealistic to beat 4 or 5 in a row of the, top, let's say, 8 best players in the world.
you got to have a lot of juice in the tank.
A lot of juice in the tank, and your matchup spread has to be so good, Webs.
Yes.
Right? You have to be good at, and not all of these top players necessarily have the ability to consistently beat the rest of them, right? Some of them would rather dodge specific players, for example. So
yeah, what's funny is, God rest his soul, Armada before he retired. He used to be like the thing to avoid for a lot of players in bracket, right? He would just kill runs, and now it's become more of a thing where there are players that people want to avoid, but it's all on a case-by-case basis. There's a lot of parity that goes around, and it really just matters, how the bracket plays out at the end of the day, for placements at least.
Right. It's not one guy anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, the head-to-heads are definitely what's going to be important going into that last day. And we were also talking about how it feels like at this tournament, there are so many more tournament winning capability of the players, right? There's 9 or 10 players that could presumably win the tournament or have won major events recently. So kind of a crazy 16 players that we have here.
Do you feel like this is kind of like a thing where, I mean, for the longest time, so few people won majors, and now it's like over the years, like slowly, like Plup won one, Wizro picked one up, Axe got one, AMSA. Do you think that almost like gives people a better mentality? Like, I can do this too. Like, I can beat these guys. I've beaten these guys consistently. Whereas in the past, it was like top playering someone used to be much more of a thing.
Right.
Yeah. Top playering, of course, being like you have them on the ropes, but they have that aura.
I mean, years ago, people would always talk about the Mango effect, which basically just meant that, like, when you play Mango, you're so, like, intimidated by him and his reputation in the game that you play worse.
It's like Sonny Liston.
Like Sonny Liston, we were watching a documentary on last night. But I don't feel like that's the case anymore. People know that all of these top players are completely mortal. Like, if it bleeds, we can kill it. Like we're in Predator or something. Yeah. Mango's losing sets to IBDW. People are losing to Wizro. AMSA's winning tournaments now. It's a completely different landscape than what we had 5 years ago.
Absolutely.
And everyone's hungry. Like, even if you talk to any one player here, they feel like they can beat the entire field, right? Like, no one seems out of the realm of possibility for anyone else in this tournament. But let's take a look at this amazing, amazing trophy that we have here for the winner of Smash Summit 14, presented by Coinbase.
That is a working...
Made by PVSD _live. This is a working Wii with all the accoutrements.
Yeah, let me just
got everything.
You'll notice that fan is actually spinning.
There you go.
Like, move it slightly. So yeah, look at that. That is a spinning fan. You can hopefully see that with the Twitch
right there.
I think it's a Noctua fan. I think it's that's a nice fan.
Look at that. Look at that.
Fully working Wii.
Show the piece of equipment. Angle it down. Show the controller ports. Look at that. See?
It's a console.
Oh, that is a console.
Whoa, and flip it around, Vish, too. Look on the back. It engraved.
Oh, I see.
Can you give it a little flip
here.
Around?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Smash Summit 14 champion.
Oh.
That's a sick trophy.
And
one of the best trophies I've ever seen,
That might be my favorite trophy that they've ever put together.
Amazing.
Yeah.
The front of it almost looks like an old-timey TV or something.
Yeah.
But it's actually a fully functional Wii that you could run Melee on.
Dude,
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Would you play on it if you happen to have this trophy, or would you just put it right in your trophy case?
I think I'd put it in a dust-proof case under 3 layers of glass. Yeah.
You wouldn't play Melee on it with just the one time?
Maybe one time.
One time.
Yeah.
Just run it. I'd run it 24/7 as a
Someone's going to spill beer on it. I can't risk that. Someone's going to kick it over. That fan is going to stop spinning.
Yeah.
But how badass would it be to say, I played Melee on my trophy?
Yeah. And I just beat you with my own trophy. But dude, I mean, someone is going to be taking this trophy home on Sunday. I don't know who it's going to be. We have a lot of high caliber Super Smash Bros. Melee to come. But for right now, we have to take a quick break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Smash Summit 14 presented by Coinbase.